Okay, girls, so section 2 is change in direction. So sometimes we will get more than one sign in an operation. So we will get something like, for example, -2 take away +1. And these two signs here seem a little bit confusing. So we're going to look at the steps of how to do that. So the steps is, we follow the same steps that we saw in section 1, but additionally, if we have a positive sign, we stay in the same direction I was going. But if I see a negative sign, I have to change direction. So let's do some examples because that will help us to clarify things. So the first example that we have here says -4. So I'm going, this first number is giving my starting point. So I start at -4, fantastic. Then I have a positive sign, which means I got in that direction. But then I get another positive sign. So because it's another positive sign, it says I remain in the same direction, nothing has changed. How many? 1. So I just have to do one jump, and my answer will be -3. Okay, let's do another example. So, first number, +5. So I'm starting at 5. Then I have positive, so I go in this direction. Then I get a negative sign. Okay, so I have to change direction. So now I'm going to go into this direction. How many steps? 3. 1, 2, 3, and I finish in 2. Well done. Let's do another one. Okay, first number, -5, starting point. Then I get a positive. I go in that direction. Then I get a negative. I have to change directions. And then 7 steps. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I run out of numbers here in my number line, but that's okay because I can complete it -11 and I end up in -12. So my answer will be -12. Okay, let's do another example. So, example 4. Starting point 8. So start in 8. Then take away negative sign. So I have to go to the left. Then positive. That means I remain in the same direction. How many steps? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your answer is -4. Okay, I'm going to wrap this out and bring my number line down so I can do the other examples that I have underneath here. I only have 2 more examples to do. So, okay. So, but for these ones, I don't need my number line. So I'm going to delete my number line because I actually have to draw my number line. This one, it doesn't fit because it starts in -20. So I'm going to do my number line here. Perfect. I'm going to put here my -20. Here will be my -19. If I need more numbers, I keep going. -18. And to this side will be -21, -22, -23, -24, -25, and -26. Okay. So, a starting point. My starting point will be -20. So I start here. Okay, positive sign. I go to the right. Then negative sign, go to the left, change direction. 6, how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My final answer will be negative 26. Okay, and last one. Okay, so again, I start in negative 20. So I start to negative 20, negative 19, negative 18, negative 17. I just thought that you asked me, how do I know in which direction? So let's do it started like if you didn't know what the answer is. Maybe it's because I have a little bit more of experience that I know exactly what I'm drawing. But let's say that I'm in year 7 and I'm learning how to use this method. So I write like my first starting point. I'll go like in the middle. Say, okay, negative 20 is where I'm starting. Then I say, okay, what do I have here? A negative. That means that I have to go to the left. What do I have then? I have another negative. That means that I'm going to go in the direction. So I know that I have to complete my number line in this direction. And I know how many steps? 7. So I'm going to do it. Negative 19, negative 18, negative 17, negative 16, negative 15, negative 14, and negative 13. So starting point negative 20. I already did my change. Negative direction first is would say it's going to the left, but then I have another negative. That means that I have to change direction and go to the right. How many steps? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My final answer is negative 13. Okay, girls, I hope you find it useful.